Hello, my dear students of Beacon High School. Our today's topic is self-portrait. A portrait is a painting or a photograph of a person's face and its expression. The purpose of portrait is to show the likeness, personality, and even the mood of the person. For this reason, in photography, a portrait is actually not a snapshot but a clean image of a person in a still position. So today we are going to learn how to make a portrait. For making self-portrait, we need drawing book or a drawing paper, pencil, eraser, and the most important, a mirror. If you don't have a mirror, you can sit in front of the mirror or the cupboard where mirror is attached. In this way, first paste a drawing paper on the board. If you have a drawing board, you can put your paper on the drawing board, and if you have a easel, a stand, you can put there your board. And this way you have to place the mirror where easily and front face you can see in the mirror. In that way we have to arrange the mirror and start our work. Now as we start the portrait, we are going to take a measurement of your hand here. In this way, just mark it, because the same size of our hand is our face. So after taking a marking of hand, we are going to start our portrait from the eyes. So observe your eyes first neatly, the line of that one, the eyebrows, and just draw two lines. Hold your pencil in this way and faintly you are going to draw two lines for the eyebrows and then the eyes. In this way, first draw a faint lines, and the front, we are making a front face, so that center line will come. So draw a center line in the same, very lightly you have to draw, because after completing our work we are going to erase that one. Then after making this one, we will come for the nose. Take the measurement of a nose. You have to hold your pencil in this way. This thumb will be the measurement part. It will take the measurement. You have to hold in front of the mirror that how much big your nose is there. You take a measurement of a nose and come to the eye line and see that how much bigger than the eye or less than the eye. Take the measurement in this way and just mark on. Here my nose will come and the lips will come here. In this way, rough marking we are going to do. In this way, the rough marking will be there in very faint pencil work. And after that, we will come for the eyebrows first. Just observe the eyebrows, because eyebrows are changed in many faces. The eyebrows are changed. So first see the eyebrows. Now I am using a spec, so I will remove my spec and I will see the eyebrows, and just I will give the strokes of my eyebrows here. In this way, just strokes you have to give in a faint way. See the gap between two eyebrows, because many faces they are attached, many of them they are less gap. You have to see that also. Observation is very, very important in portrait. In this way I will give the strokes, a simple stroke. This is not a detail work. After the likeness of the face, then we will start making it detailed. Now come to the eyes. Now see, eyes also many shapes you can get in different faces. So first see the shape of the eyes and then come for the upper line of the eye. See that how much big it is. In this way, the line we have drawn already for the eyes. So you are going go through the lines only. Otherwise, one eye will be down, one eye will be up. You have to pay attention there. In this way, one eye will be. Now, after completing one eye, what you are going to do? You are going to take a measurement of the eye which you have drawn. Take a measurement in this way, a simple way. Don't use scale. There is no need to use scale. Take a measurement of this eye. Now, always keep in mind that the gap between two eyes are one eye. This is the measurement of one eye which we have drawn. Then we are going to keep it here. We are going to mark it here, and this will be our second eye. The gap between two eyes is one eye. This is a measurement of the eye. Now second eye, on the same line, the upper line will come, and then this part. It should come in one line in a same way. The eyeballs also you have to see that, because many faces they are changed. In this way we will complete our second eye. Now we will come for the nose. Now always check that each and every part of our face or our body, the measurement is given. That is very, very important. Otherwise, the anatomy of a person will be wrong. The anatomy, the measurement of each part is given for our body. Now, whenever we start or ends the nose, this line is very important. Where the eye starts, this line we have to draw very faint in this way. The nose starts from here and ends from here. The starting line of the eye. This is for the nose, it is given. Now we will start. Now the shape of the nose are different of each person. The shape of the nose are different for each person. That thing you have to observe neatly, other the likeness of the person will be not there. The likeness is very important in drawing. So you have to observe very neatly the measurement, the shape. You have to keep everything in your mind. Now this is the nose of mine. Now here what you will do, roughly the shading where it is coming dark and light, starting only you are going to draw a rough lines where the shadings are coming. Just draw a rough line and keep it so that it will be easy while shading the work. It will be easy to you that where we want to shade, where we want to make it dark, where we want to make it faint, and the likeness will become. So that marking you have to do and keep it first only. In this way we'll mark. Now we will come for the mouth. For the mouth we will come. Now whenever these two lines, these two middle part of the eyes are for the mouth. You have to draw this line straight in a faint. The same way how we have started for the nose and end for the nose, the same way this center line of the eye and this center line. Here we will start the mouth and here we will end the mouth. Now each and every person's the shape of the lips are changed. Now here I am having a mustache, so the upper part of the lips, it will not be seen. So you have to take care of that one. You have to observe the work, the portrait which you are doing. Now here I will draw the shape of that first, of the mustache, and then I will come for the downside part of my lips. So observe it neatly, draw the outline of that one in a faint way. I told you that this is the starting line and this is the ending line of the lips, the center part of the eye. Now the down part. This shape is also very, very important. If some little change will be there in this part, your full likeness of the face will be changed. So observation is very important, how the shape of the lips is, and just outline you have to draw it. Otherwise total work will be wrong. The likeness of the portrait will be gone. Now here I am having French cut, so I will draw the outline of that also same for the likeness of my portrait. Just outline I will make it so that it will be easy to draw the face outline. So just give a marking, and now we will come for the forehead or the hair part. Now just give a strokes, the style of the hairs are changed. So just give the strokes of the style in this way. Rough you are going to do it, and then you are going to do it fine. Now see the ears, the line of the ears, this eye part, you have to draw one straight line here, both the side, and down here to the nose. In this way, two lines you are going to draw on the both the side. Now here ears will start from here and it will end to the nose line in this way. The measurement of also this is given. The shape will be changed, but the measurement will be accurate for the face. Then come for this one, the outline of the hairs, the style you have to see it. Give the stroke of your pencils. This way. Now come for the face. Just see the shape of the face and just go on giving the stroke. Now portrait means only till shoulder it should come. It should not go downside. Only till shoulder it is called as a portrait. Now here also give the shading part, just lines where the shading is coming, just the strokes of a shading where the dark part or the darkness or medium light, medium size is coming, that everything you have to give it so that you can see that you have done a accurate work. If you are keeping plain, directly you will start the shading, it will make you little bit confused. So first roughly draw the parts wherever the shadings are coming. So it will make you easy that the likeness of the work which you have done, it is correct. Now here I am wearing a spect, so I will draw a drawing of the spect. In this way, you are going to complete that one. See the shape of the spects. After making the spect, the inside color part will be, the shading part will be changed because of the glass. So that also you have to keep in mind. Portrait, each and everything you have to observe it neatly, then only the likeness of the person who is sitting in front of you, you can get it. In this way, the shape of my spect will be. Now after completing this one, now I will start making it detailed. And here today we are going to do only pencil shading, because we will practice first in pencil and then I will teach you how to use watercolor, poster colors to make a portrait. It will take little time, but after practicing with the pencil, it will be easy to you people to color it. So come to the neck part. In this way, our portrait will be completed. Check the shape, each and every part of the face. See the likeness where you are wrong or what mistake you have done, and then start shading the work. Now see that where you are sitting, from where the light is coming, that is very, very important to bring the likeness, the character of the portrait. See that from where the light is coming, from right or left, that you have to see. Wherever the dark shades are coming, you have to mark it there and then start the shading from upside down. Because if you are going from downside up, your hand or it will spoil your work, because we are doing pencil shading. And always keep one rough paper down to your hand so that easily you can move your pencil. Keep one rough paper down to your hand. Now see that wherever it is dark, wherever it is medium, you have to first shade it in a simple way. In this way, one stroke only it will come. If you are taking slanting, please take slanting only. Don't do anyhow. Now here medium will come. In this way, I will give a plain shading first, and after that, now here also you have to observe that where it is dark, there you are going to press your pencil and make it dark. In this way, where it is faint, you are going to do it faint. And after completing the shading, after completing all the work, you are going to show the shape of hairs. That I will show you. First give a plain shading of dark, medium and light part. The same way this side also. Now light is coming from here, from my right side. So here somewhere it will be dark and other parts it will be medium and faint. So in this way, the stroke which I am giving, it should be for all the parts in a same way. Hold your pencil how I am holding, try to hold it. It will be little difficult to you, but after practice you can hold it easily. This way, if you are holding your pencil, it will be very easy to give the shading. Now for the face, this part little bit dark because of the hairs. Then this part in this way. It will be, first give a plain shading and then come for the eyebrows. Eyebrows also the plain way. Where it is dark, you are going to do it dark. Where it is faint, you are going to make it faint. The same, you have to observe that also while doing the shading. because the main effect for our portrait shading is there. In this way, now inside the eyes, this part will be dark. See, this line is very important of the eye. Here also you have to see the small parts where it is dark, where it is medium, where it is faint. That small parts are very effective for our portrait. In this way. Go on rubbing your pencil in one stroke. See the folds of our face, where the fold is coming there. Now this eye, when you are making an eye, where it is dark, you have to make it dark. Now for the eyeball, inside the small ball is there, that is totally dark. There shading doesn't comes. In this way. And the outside part of the ball, here one white spot, that is very important, that gives the realistic image for your portrait. The spot from where the light is coming, small two spots are remained as it is white, so that also you have to observe. Observation is very important in each drawing, but portrait needs more observation, because total your character of the figure or the portrait which you are making, it's depend on your observation. The likeness of the portrait is depend on you, how you are seeing the work. In this way, see the downside part of the eye, here it will be faint, and then come for the nose part. Now because of the spect, here some little part it will be dark. Now here the shading of the nose is important. In this way we will complete that. The shape of the nose, if it is pointed, this part will be very neatfully you have to do. Where you want faint, you have to hold your pencil very softly and then move your hand. In this way it will be. First give the rough shading, then you are going to do it detail by rubbing the pencil work. That's why I told you that wherever it is dark, you have to give a dark shading, because you are going to make this work a smooth work. So after completing our dark and light and medium shading, we are going to rub that one with a tissue paper or with a rough cloth. In this way I will complete my shading. Now this part of the face, that's why I told you first we have to mark where the shadings are coming, so while completing the work it will be easy for you to give the pencil shading there. Now here my French cut it is, so I will make where it is dark, I will do it dark, and lastly I will give the shape of the hairs after rubbing with the tissue or a smooth cloth. After making it smooth, after that I will give the effect of the hairs. In this way I will complete the shading. This way all the rough shading we are going to make it first for all the parts, wherever it is dark, wherever it is medium, wherever it is light, we are going to ready that one. After completing the work, you are going to use a bird with a cotton, or you can use a tissue paper to make our work smooth. Now how to do that one? First fold. If you are using tissue paper, first fold it, make a point of the tissue paper in this way, and you can rub in this. You are going to mix that work which you have done with the pencil slowly. You are not going to go on the face when you are rubbing this the part of hairs. The shading, it should be seen. Now see that here dark, medium, light, you can see. This is very important for the portrait. In this way total work we are going to complete by rubbing with a tissue paper, or you can use a cotton or a rough cloth or a bud. There are many options. In this way, rub it slowly. Don't go out of the outline. In this way, make it smooth. Now, after completing the hairs, I will tell you, I will show you, you're going to complete by your own. I will show you, after completing the hairs, take the pencil and observe your own portrait. Take a rough paper, keep it down and give the shape of the hairs. Now, this is the style of mine. So press your pencil and just go on lining how the style of your hairs are there. So it will give the more likeness and the realistic to your portrait. In this way, the style of my hairs is there. So I will go on turning my pencil in this direction. So after completing, after rubbing, after making it smooth, you're going to go for that one. In this way, for the whole hairs you will go. So the realistic of your portrait will be coming there. In this way, do the small parts of the hairs. You have to see the style in the mirror and then go through that. Where it is taking turn, you have to see that one. The small things are very, very important in your work. Each and every small things also you have to observe. Okay, after completing this one, we will come for the face. The same way with the bird I am showing you now. I have shown you with the tissue paper. Now with the bird I am showing you. Just come for the forehead. I said that from upside down you are going to go. So hold your bird neatly and rub it. Make it smooth. In this way, go on rubbing. Now come for the eyes. The same way you are going to rub it slowly, neatly. Make it smooth. Now see here, this part became dark. So there is no need to use pencil. Now here for the eyes, this part is darker. The light is coming from right side. So you are going to use the same bird where it is dark with the pencil for the eyes inside. So this part will be little dark. In this way, you can use the same bird wherever you need the shading. In this, now this way, you are going to go for the whole face. In this way, you are going to complete the details of whole work. The small parts, you are going to see that one, you are going to observe that one and then complete this one. Now, the important thing is highlights. Now, wherever the white part is remained, with the help of eraser, you are going to rub that part. Now see here, the light is coming from the right side. So this part will be, you have to see that in the mirror where the highlight is given, highlight is shown, or highlight is there, you're going to rub that one. So this is very important part of our work. Wherever the highlight is there, you're going to rub that one for each, in this way. Now for the spect also, somewhere you can see the highlight for the eyes. These small things are very important for the likeness of the portrait. If you're forgetting this one, the likeness of the character or the likeness of the figure will be not there. So as this is spect, the highlight of that also you have to show in your work. This is very important. For the hairs, you will come, you can see that while making the portrait, you can observe that one. Now after completing the highlights for this part also, you are going to see the detailness of the work. In this way you will complete the work. And then now come for the background. Background is also important because you have to bring your original work highlighted. So what you are going to do, where the dark part has been came, you are going to make dark there, light there, sorry, light you are going to work. You are going to rub your pencil there in one direction. Now where it is dark, there the background will come light, and where it is light, there your background will come dark. So this is also very important. In this way you have to complete. You can keep the linings, or you can rub it and you can make it smooth, or you can give this structure to your work. This also gives a good effect to your work.
In this way, you have to complete your portrait. Now complete your self-portrait, try it, practice it. Definitely you will bring your own character, your likeness after practicing it. Thank you.